Hey guys, how's it going? It is the middle end of the day and I'm just getting out here, but the floor is dry. Look at how good that looks. Isn't that amazing? So the floor is dry, which means that I can go in and I can grout now. So I am still in a dirty outfit. That's right, it hasn't been washed in days. Didn't get that in the laundry. So the smell, if you saw my last video, I told you was not great. It's still not great. So, which is fine because these pants are ruined now so bad, which is fine because they actually don't fit me. So they're now my outside pants. But grout today, very excited about it because once the grout is in, then it can dry. And then that means that I can start moving some of this back inside the greenhouse. And when all of this is back in the greenhouse, or some of it at least, Brent is going to work on getting in the table for me. And when the table's in, the sink goes in, and also he did install a dimmer, which is really exciting. So the greenhouse, the lights up there are now on a dimmer, which is so nice. We had it on a dim setting last night, and it was really nice because I have the Christmas lights up there, so the Christmas lights shined, but there was still a little bit of glow inside the greenhouse, which was so magical. So let me turn the camera on. I'll show you guys the floor if you haven't seen it yet. It looks so good. Ooh, I can't wait to grout it. So here is the floor. I did all of this myself with a little bit of help from Brent, but we did not hire out for this. That's a question that for some reason I get asked a lot. We don't hire out for really anything. We tend to just figure it out. And that means things aren't perfect, which is okay. So I did all of this myself. I came up with the design for the middle myself. It kind of plays off of the chandelier that's up there, which is really nice. This whole section that's white back there, this is going to be where the table is at. So I'm gonna start grouting over here. We've got it plumbed in for water right there, electricity right there. You can see the dimmer that we put on. It's yellow, I know. It was the only color that they had. So that's what we grabbed, was yellow. And it's fine, because you really, I mean, you have to come around the corner to even see it. Whatever, who cares? The design, I wanted like a small little like welcome mat. So this is what we did. I was thinking about doing wording in it, and I was like, no, now we're just complicating everything. Glad I didn't, because just even getting that was so complicated. And it's not directly center. It should be like 2 tiles over. My bad. But the flooring goes all the way around. I couldn't be happier with it. And we're gonna start grouting. So I'm going with a non-sanded grout. It just makes it a little bit smoother. I'm gonna mix it in the bucket. This color is, it's kind of like an off-white color. There it is. It's called Snow White. So I'm hoping that it's close to this color here, so that way then it ties into the floor a little bit more. And then I have this squeegee thing that I'm going to just kind of like smush it into the cracks. And I have some gloves. So I'm gonna set the tripod up, and I'm gonna start on this side so this can dry the quickest, so that way we can, I don't know, get going, I guess. I gotta read the instructions, figure out how to even mix this stuff. But I cannot wait. It's gonna look so good when it's grouted. Let's get to work. hot out here. Can you tell? I'm beet red. There's like no air movement, so it's really, really warm out. There's very little air movement. There's 0 in the greenhouse. Minor issue though. I am out of grout. I have no clue why I thought 2 boxes would be enough, but I did. I bought 2 very confidently, thinking that's all we're gonna need. 2 boxes did about half the greenhouse, a little tiny bit more than half. So I still need 2 more boxes. The issue, I just can't run to the store. The store is 30 minutes away, 30 minutes back. That's an hour of time. So what we are going to do is follow the instructions up to this point. Ideally, I would have it all grouted, but I don't. So it says that I need to wait 10 to 20 minutes now, let it kind of dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with a wet, damp sponge, clean it off, and then I have to wait 2 hours, and then I can go in with a cheesecloth and get the haze off if there's any haze left. So we're gonna wait 10 to 20 minutes, do this, and then when the 10 to 20 minutes is up and I've washed it, then we're gonna run to Home Depot and go pick up more of the grout. I cannot believe I did that. I know better. I should have known a lot better. Let me show you though, because it looks pretty dang good, I will say. So this is the before of what it looks like, and then look at that. So you can see each of the like tiles, but then the white just kind of like feels more solid. I did want to make sure I got at least this. So I kind of like, instead of doing a straight line, I decided to come out a little bit just so I could get that done. But, I got the like welcome mat area done. I ran out, so I couldn't do this. I really wanted to get this done also. That concrete will match the grout. And then we got all of this section back here done. So it looks really, really good. I'm very happy with that. Now we just gotta wait, let it dry. I'll come clean it off, and then I guess I will run to the store. And I'm gonna go change my shirt really quick because I don't wanna ruin this one. I'm probably doing something wrong shirt because I'm probably doing something wrong. I thought I was gonna be wearing a hoodie. It's colder out here, but I'm working in the sun, so it's not that cold in the sun. So I'm gonna change really quick, and then I will see you so we can clean it up. Okay, I got it cleaned up. I think enough. I don't know, if we're being honest. It still has a little haze in some spots, but I will have to go over it, I think, again. I think it just needs to dry a little bit more. I think it's super humid out here, so that's not helping. But tell me that's not looking so good. I cannot wait to get this all finished. It's gonna look so good. And what's nice is like, see the weird gaps right there? You're never gonna see any of those because the grout is basically the same color. And I love how this pops so much. I think that was perfect. You really don't even notice that it's not center, I don't think, anymore. I think it was more noticeable with all the like dark here, but now with the lighter color, that's perfect. And the lighter color grout is slightly lighter than this, slightly darker than this. So it kind of like, I feel like melds them together. This is still wet, so it looks very white, but I do think that it's gonna dry and be a little bit lighter. Like you can see right there, that's wet because of the sponge on it. That dark line will dry and it'll be that same color. This is gonna dry and this is gonna darken up. And like when you get close, you can see it's not the same color. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have to keep going. You can see that the grout is like a slightly different color. You can see where I stopped. I still need to sponge so much more. And then you're probably wondering, Robbie, what are all these little black dots on this side? Well, a leaf blew in and I smushed the leaf. So there is leaf that's going to be permanent into the flooring here. So welcome to our greenhouse. Like I said, nothing's perfect. It's a node to this year's garden. That's what we're calling it. So now I'm waiting for Brent. I guess I'm just gonna keep kind of cleaning. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I tried to wring out the sponge as much as possible, but but it still gets a lot of water on here. So I think I need to let it dry and then go back and sponge again. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit now. Okay, I'm back from Home Depot. Brent and I went together and I just went out in public and then I caught a glimpse of myself and I was like, ooh, can't believe I went out in public looking the way I do. Anyways, it's getting dark now. There's no sun over here, so we have work to do. And I do fear that maybe some of the grout might be a little too dry because we were gone a while. So I'm gonna mix up a batch, get back to work, I guess. Okay, I finished the grout. Well, almost finished the grout technically. I still have to wash it all down, but we're running out of daylight. It's close to the end of the day. This project took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take. Brent is gonna change out some of the outlets outside to make sure that they're fully outdoor. They're outdoor outlets, but we want them to be completely engulfed. So he's gonna change those out. He's there. Hiding. But it looks good. It looks really good. I have to just wait now. I have to let it dry some so I can get in there and start washing everything, but there's not going to be enough daylight. So I thought before we say goodbye, I'll show it to you, and then I wanted to show you guys all of the plants that I actually came home with when I did a little bit of plant shopping the other day. So let me turn the camera around. Looks good, huh?
Yeah, especially the parts that are cleaned up, extra nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna take like maybe 2 more rounds of cleaning.
Probably like 2 more on this side, and then I haven't even cleaned that side yet. So this side I learned that I tried to squeegee it a lot more to get all of it off as much as I could. So I squeegeed this a lot harder than I did this side. My hand is killing me. But look how good it looks. It looks so nice, and you don't even notice that that's off center. I mean,
you only barely notice the weirdness.
You only notice it. And when there's a table back there, you won't even notice it because the outlet's pretty close to center, but I don't think you'll really truly notice it when there's a table in here. But it does look good. I did go over this area. So I don't know if you saw this, but there was a whole bunch of brown speckles in here, and that was because a leaf fell in here and it shredded.
It will eventually disintegrate.
So it will disintegrate. So I went back over this area with a little bit more grout, but I did then line the front of this so that matches. We pretty much got it all done in here, so you can see, I mean, I gotta go sponge all of that off, but that'll happen in time. And then I would like to sponge this again, but you can see like the areas that are really clean. It looks really, really sharp. I really love it. So I think what I gotta do is I'm gonna have to get in here without shoes on and do this that way, because this is gonna be hard. And the hard part about losing light so early is it's only 4 o'clock. It's actually 3:50 and it's getting dark. So losing daylight makes days end at 4 o'clock, especially for filming, because when it gets dark out, it's hard for it to capture everything. But let me show you guys what I bought. Brent brought all of my plants back here. So I thought that I would show you while I wait for all of this to dry a little bit. So I brought home 2 flats of plants. These are my favorite. The hellebore. I bought 3 of the Viv Maribel hellebore. Look at how beautiful those are. And these ones are only 20 bucks a piece, which feels like such a good deal for hellebores that are in like a 1-gallon container. So I've got 3 of these. I picked up 1 of these onions right here. Garlic, Society garlic. I picked up 1 of these. Really excited about that. And then I think this might be the other hellebore. Yeah, this one I'm really excited about. Viv Dorisa. I think that's how you say it. I'm really excited about this one. I love the speckling on it. It's so pretty. I got 3 of those. And then I did grab the Madame Butterfly Snapdragons, the bronze color. So I've got a 6-pack of those. These I'm gonna cut up and I'm gonna start some more seedlings. I picked up 1 of the Delphinium. And then, look, I picked up Christmas cactus. Isn't it so pretty? That's such a pretty color for a Christmas cactus. So I can't wait to pot this up and I'll be able to enjoy it. I'm gonna bring this one inside so we can enjoy it in there because this is a lot of blooms on this thing. Look at how pretty. Like the blooms, they start out like a pink color and then they fade. Look at that little pink stamen that it gets. Isn't that so interesting? So I thought this was a really cool Christmas cactus. And then I picked up 1 of these violets right here. I love these as ground cover. I think they're so pretty. The nursery has them growing all over the ground. I want this as a ground cover in my garden. I do plan to plant it, I think probably behind the greenhouse. It needs to go somewhere where I get shade. It would actually be really pretty under the Vitex, so I might do that. That would be a really good spot for this. I just picked up 1 of these and I'm hoping that it spreads and I'm hoping that it takes over. I think they're gorgeous. I think it's a beautiful ground cover. Foxgloves. I picked up 18 foxgloves. Very excited to get these in the garden. I love foxgloves. Total sucker for them. They are toxic to animals, people, everything. The whole plant, leaves, flowers, all of it. So if you have anybody who's eating plants in your garden, steer clear from these guys. You don't want to add these to your garden. And then, and this foxglove too, the Dalmatian and the Camelot varieties, they bloom on first year. So backstory, foxgloves are actually a biennial, so they bloom the second year, but there are a couple of varieties, the Camelot and the Dalmatian, they bloom first year. So normally what they'll do, most varieties, is they'll first year work on their roots and their foliar growth and you just get lots of green in the garden. Second year, you get bloom stalks and those seeds, they will spread throughout the garden. Hopefully that's what we want. And then the next year you'll just get foliar growth. So it's ideal that you kind of start them in succession. So that way, first year you have ones that bloom first year and you start some that bloom second year. So then next year you get a variety of both of them. And then you just kind of always have a succession of really pretty foxgloves. Anyways, I got those guys. I'm really excited to get the foxgloves in the garden. And then I did buy 3 of these. And then I read after I got home that they get quite a good size. This is Verbena Lilienza Paseo Rancho. No clue, but I thought it was so pretty. I like how airy it is. I've got 3 of them, and my plan is to have them in the long bed on the other side and have them not as one grouping, but I'm gonna have them spread along the bed so it pulls you all the way down. I thought that was kind of a good idea. 3 of these guys, look at how long this bloom is. That's so pretty, and they're just so airy. I like verbenas a lot. I picked up 1 Euphorbia. This is Euphorbia Martini. I thought it was rainbow. Ascot rainbow. Yeah. This was $9. I just see these in other people's gardens and I just love them so much. Then I picked up 1 of these hellebores because this one was also $20. This one is Vintage Ballet Kate. But look how pretty she is. She is stunning. The back of her, beautiful. I am a sucker for hellebore. Just a total sucker for them. And then the last thing that I picked up, my Martha Stewart inspired plant, is begonia. This is a begonia rex. It's an assorted one called Silver Mist. Stunning begonias you can propagate really easily from just like leaf cuttings and from stem cuttings. So I'm really excited to start growing kind of a little begonia collection. I would like to do that. It'll be my node to Martha Stewart. Actually, it was an episode that Brent and I watched on Martha Gardens with Ryan McAllister, her head gardener, which I got to meet. I met him. He is so great. He's so funny. Met him in real life at the Bailey's trip that I took, and I would love to meet him again. He was so much fun. And it was an episode of him and Martha, and they were talking about begonias. So I thought that my little note to both of them. And then I also picked up this Mite X by Bonide. It says it controls mites, thrips, and aphids, and the active ingredient is cottonseed oil, clove oil, and garlic oil. So I've been dealing with aphids, and I know that I'm going to deal with mites, and I do deal with thrips on snapdragons, so I thought we will give this a try and see how well it works. So that is my haul of plants. The greenhouse is done. I just kind of have to wait now for the ground to dry so I can get in there and sponge the floor. So that is where we're gonna end today's video. It looks so good, it's done. Next time we work in the greenhouse is gonna be putting some of this stuff back in here and then building the table and putting my sink in. Very exciting days. So that is where I ended the video today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go inside, let this dry for a little bit. My knees are killing me, my back is killing me. Thank you so much for visiting our garden. If you haven't had a chance to, make sure you hit that subscribe button to this channel and our other channel where we do Q&As. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.